A few years ago, within the USA Hockey Board meeting, they were talking about fundraising and talk about a golf fundraiser, and everybody does a golf fundraiser. And we said, well, let's try something unique. Let's bring USA Hockey, the NHL, some college people. Let's bring them to South Dakota for a pheasant hunt. And I got that kind of the deer in the headlights look, and they weren't really sure about this, but we've talked about it for a couple of years, and last January at one of our annual meetings, we said, okay, let's do it. USA Hockey came on board, and we started planning last January. They lined up the celebrities to come. We handled the logistics in South Dakota, and honestly, we put on a tremendous event. It was a great hunt. We had 63 hunters go in the field. We had 270 people attend the receptions and the dinners, to meet and greet with the celebrities, and it was a tremendous event. Great first year. One of the big names we had was Brian Burke, the general manager of the Toronto Maple Leafs. He was also the general manager of the 2010 Olympic team. Tremendous speaker. We had Dave Christian from the 1980 Miracle on Ice team there. Pat Verbeek, who I don't know if it's an honor, but he had the most penalty minutes in the NHL in his career. But all these guys loved the outdoors. Dave Jensen, we had Lou Vero, one of the Olympic coaches. We had Mike Surdich from UMD. A lot of good athletes, and very gracious people. Just loved to hunt. Had a great time with South Dakota people. Thought they were tremendously friendly and hospitable. So, like I said, they were asking, what about next year? Can they come back? And we said, oh, sure, you can come back. So it's great, but I thought if we broke even and we gave people a great event, it was kind of the you build it, they will come approach. And then this coming year, it would get bigger, but it was a tremendous success. We had people before we were the hunt was over asking us about next year. What are the dates for next year? So we knew we had a good thing going. And then so we started planning right away for the following year. I said, okay, we delivered a good program for them. Back in 2006, the Huron Hockey Association started the fund, and it was they would give away 8 scholarships a year, funded by the local associations. Well, it got to be tough to get the money from everybody, and we wanted it to be bigger, wanted it to be more. So we asked Huron if we could take it over, and they said go for it. And so we're turning it into its own 501c3. Already this year, that we raised over $25,000 in profits when we were all done. So in the first year, we exceeded what we'd given away in the previous 5 years. So we think it'll be a big success. We plan on doubling it this year. As a senior, they have to participate in South Dakota hockey. They have to maintain a 3.2 GPA through their whole high school career. They have to be involved in their community. Hockey gives the kids so much. You look at the coaches, you look at the organizations, the volunteer time. Hockey gives a tremendous amount of time and money to the kids. We want these kids to learn you have to pay back. There's no free ride, So the kids that are already giving back to the community, they're involved. We want to see leadership. We want to see, it doesn't have to be on the hockey field or ice. It could be in their schools. It could be we have kids that went to boys club and youth at the Senate when they have it in Pierre. There's some tremendous kids out there, and so it's very exciting. The most toughest part was the picking the 12 winners. We started out we were going to give 10, and then when we got the points laid out, then it was 11. And then I looked at 11 and 12, and they were within a point of each other. It was just, we have 9 people that picked this, and we had a cluster of 11 kids that were all in the same group, 11, 12 kids, and who's the best? When they're average 3.8, when they're already giving back to their community, when they're leaders on their team, they're leaders in, other sports. So who is the best? And that's very tough, and I think we're going to make some parents happy, but why this one kid gets more than the next kid was really tough for us. I'd like to give them all the same thing, but the way it goes, and we have to pick one that's going to be the top. But we're giving away a lot of good money tomorrow. It's going to be fun. It's a tremendous honor for my family. They work hard. All my family is involved in it. And when we looked at the 37 or 36 scholarship applicants that were applied for this year, these are some tremendous kids. Average GPA 3.8 in hockey for 11 years. This is the average. already giving back to their communities, their honor society, they volunteer at old folks' homes. I mean, they're just tremendous kids. So I'm excited to give them away the money tomorrow. And like I said, I want to give more next year. You know, we make this a big thing, and it helps South Dakota kids. You know, and it all goes back to South Dakota kids. So it's a tremendous honor for our family. I'm afraid of how big it can get. You know, you put that many hockey players with guns in the field, that scared me the most. You know, but actually it was very safe. They were good. Working with South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association, we've already said, you know, we want this to be $100,000 plus per year. And then we start giving out grants to organizations that need help getting money, or if there's kids that can't pay, you know, or they need equipment, you know, we want to build a grant, and it's all for the kids. There's just 100%. It's managed by Core Trust Bank. So the only people that touch the money is the banking people. So it's completely visible. You want to look, it's there, you know, and totally upfront. It's 501c3. It's tax deductible. We want to make it easy for people to have fun and give us some money. Oh, it is. You know, we look back at the kids that have gone on. We've got optometrists. We've got doctors. We've got pharmacists. We've got, you know, professionals. And, you know, it's amazing what these kids are doing. And that's our future. You know, these are South Dakota kids that we hope will come back, and they're our future, and I'm not worried about it. We got some tremendous kids out there.